scrapes.
Yeah, this is your headphone check, because I'll be bumping it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Kalka, welcome back. I can't believe you delivered a Game 5. You've got to be some magic juju on your side. You didn't know what you were signing up for, did you?
Yeah.
5 games.
I'll take credit.
banger.
I'll take credit. No, it's all on these two teams, man. They're playing their hearts out. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's been a great series here, and Game 4s have delivered in both of our series. Last night, Targon backs against the wall.
Last game.
They pushed through nice and clean, and Game 5 here, Game 4 here, Progress. They looked to have it closed out. It was looking like it was going to be a 3-1, and then all of a sudden, Bandle City, they found the resolve from within to push forward. Their Gemsy's, whatever the freaking troll bat was hitting their Nexus, and they fought it off to win game number 4. So going into game number 5, it is a little bit of a switch because Piltover's back on blue side, and we've seen how good blue side is, right? So definitely a change there. But wow, what an incredible series that we have been witness to tonight. Yeah, we will pay out the Gamba because we're going to have a Game 5 Gamba coming your way.
One more silver scrapes through here.
Before we get into draft, what's your guys' take on the series so far, kind of collectively, before we get into the nitty-gritty of game number 5?
Jason, you start. I need time to. I still need time to think.
I mean, goodness gracious, don't we all? I think I'm really concerned for Progress because they had such a hot set of high highs in that game, really set up to close it out, and then BCB dig their feet in and they say no more, and they pull the whole deal across the line. Matt Apex standing in bushes, standing in front of the Nexus, just playing guard for his team. Hope digging deep, finding the 6 items, opening up with the spray and phrase, finding the angles, and BCB have got to be feeling connected, like they've got to be feeling like they're all on the same wavelength, the mind melded. I don't know what you want to put it, but it's game 5. It's an endurance match. We're at 10:51. We started these matches at 7 o'clock. We're 3 hours in. We're almost 4 hours. 4 hours in.
Yeah, no,
how long can you keep your focus? These will start to see mistakes that you wouldn't have seen earlier on, largely as a result of that it's difficult to keep your focus the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, with Oregon, we talked about what time it was for him, but I mean, some of these players, it's just you don't play 5 games in a row this late into the evening.
And like,
all the time.
if you go pull your stats, you can usually see that you're gonna start dropping performance after 2 games. 4 games in, and the pressure is on. Both teams are on their elimination point, and one of them is going to progress forward to the semifinals. Who will it be?
Yeah. Oh man, I think at the beginning of the series I called out. My prediction was 3-2
right.
BCB, and I said what I think will take BCB over the finish line is the consistency of leadership and shot calling that they've got on their team. Between, I know Hope and Arsexy are both very cerebral players in that aspect, and I think they have really brought the team together from a 2-1 deficit, and they're keeping the team's mental in check, and they're adapting as the series goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see how this game number 5 goes. But I think both these teams are pushed to their wits' end here. It's been an another incredible evening. We've been so blessed. The last 24 hours for League of Legends have been peak, dude.
I gotta say, they're testing our endurance as well, because
awesome.
This is now the 10th game in 2 nights. Dragged to 11:35 last night in the broadcast, and we're going to be dragged there again. I can say it like we're complaining about it, but I'm so excited, and it's what an incredible opening to the playoffs as we get into Game 5's draft.
Oh, I love it. Okay. What's going to happen with Smolder this series? That's what I want to know, because it looked really strong for Progress in that last game, but didn't work, and it didn't look as good.
Yeah, Smolder 0-2 in the series, actually. Yeah.
So, is it going to be ditched? Is it going to still be 100%
It still feels like it was good in both situations. It didn't scale in Game 3, and then in Game 4, Yerkes was good on it.
He was hugely aggressive.
Just got caught out a couple of times there as the game went on. It really felt like they were able to pick apart the Progress. So maybe the Progress communication falling apart there in the middle of Game 4. Can they put the wheels back on the wagon?
Sorry, Frostide.
Enough to finish game number 5.
Rennington taken away as well. So Respect remaining on
That's a good iteration. Yeah, Gemsy looked really good on the Renekton earlier on in this series. So
the Trundle pick as well working quite nicely. But where will he be pushed this time? He's on blue side, so will we see an earlier top side lock?
Chestnut's Renata respected here in the Renata Glask band.
God, the Renata was sick.
The Xerath was left up with the Z band going through. Okay, so Jade gets his Xerath.
Yeah.
Will they first pick it, though, is the question, because
there are other answers into Xerath.
Yeah,
it's not just Zed.
Surely Matt will have something.
Scion, for one, it works as an answer.
Yeah,
to Xerath.
just could do it again.
You can go tier, but like even though you can hit every single spell on the Scion, and he will still just out-deck you and out-push.
What the play is, and they do go with it. Okay, so they let the Smolder through, and this means...
And a Fizz answer, so this is... We saw him look confident on this.
Smolder's still available.
And it's not Morgana, so it's going to be much...
They let it go through. Fizz Caitlyn.
Yep, Caitlyn hopes...
This is early game. This is early game. Caitlyn very strong in the lane. Fizz, one of the premier mid-game champions. Basically hits level 11. You're at your peak on 2 items level 11.
Previously banned Shyvana coming through now for Aztec, so not going to rely on the signature Skarner. Going for, one might say, more of a carry pick.
Yeah, it feels like with the Shyvana, we've got a special flavor here to game number 5, and this we're setting ourselves up for another instant classic. I feel the way that this draft is unfolding. The Gragas for Gemsy, the Scion for either CGYM or Matt,
or the Fizz flex pick onto Arsexy in the jungle, and we are reserving. It could be a flex Xerath, but I would be surprised. I'm imagining that we're going to see the bot lane come out for Yerkes and Dahl to wrap up the Progress picks into Game 5.
And right now, they're sticking with unless Dal changes her mind and really wants to play in a tank, the only front line, because I'm assuming Aztec wants to play Shyvana as a carry style. And I know Gemsy... Yeah, so they could be another frontlineless composition.
Yeah.
Smolder band away.
It's a good count. Yeah, so the Smolder and the Vayne both taken away from Yerkes. The Caitlyn is already gauntlet laid down for Hope. Rakan and Rel, that's kind of the iteration that we've seen. The Rel banned out all series long into Chestnut. and now his Rakan taken away after we saw it in game 1. They decided one game was enough. We'll take that one from now on.
No more of that.
All right.
So let's see.
The final.
They're gonna have to start
little
showing
seasoning on our draft.
I'm excited. Game 5 getting started.
They're gonna have to start revealing where some of these picks are going.
And a Moo
That's almost certainly a
Still another flex pick.
That's a support Amumu. I can tell you right now.
That's going to be
it's not going to go
from
jungle.
Chestnut. If they're backed into a corner and they have to flex it, that is still open to them. It could be a sign.
He won't play it. He will not play in game 5. R6's not playing Amumu in the jungle in game 5.
He played Shen in game 4.
Okay, that's not game 5. All right.
Okay.
All right. Lucian picked up here for Yerks.
Yeah,
and they could pair something.
Little guy
would
said the same thing.
This could be Nami. This could be Braum. It's available. The Braum would give them at least a little bit of frontline, but it would be kind of out of the comfort pick of Dahl. The Nami more along the lines. What do they go
Nami
with?
Lucian's going to put a lot of pressure down for Yerks. We saw a lot of success with it last night for Agateo. And it would give them a lot of power to trade into Caitlyn.
Nami!
And there's the Nami
I
lock-in.
love that. This is a power pick for Yerks. Yeah, I mean, they're trusting their pick, right? Yerks has been one of the premier players
comfort down the line
all
for
season.
all these players.
Yeah.
Dahl not picking up. I wouldn't have minded a Seraphine either, but the Nami combination is brutal. And a Sylas locked in the final hour for Game 5.
Oh, man.
Sylas mid, Fizz jungle, or is it Sylas jungle, Fizz mid?
Time will tell, Jags.
I love this front line, though, and the way that they're all in melee range. The Fizz, the Sylas, the Sion, the Amumu, all wanting to get up close and personal. And Xerath immobile. Yeah, I mean, I love the look of this. Lucian is going to have a hard time walking up because all of these players are, they want that Lucian to get close so they can get nasty with the Lucian. So excited to see this one play out. It looks like, I know that they were kind of moving places around here. So
I still think that's Matt because we can only see enemy 1, enemy 2, etc. But I'm pretty sure that is Matt on Fizz. Mid lane, that Sion is going top. And that's Sylas jungle. Interesting. Sylas got a lot of good ults to steal, especially Shyvana, although I think that interaction got nerfed. Because it used to be if Sylas stole Shyvana
probably the
ult,
Nami or the Shyvana ulti, right? Are the two best?
Probably.
Maybe Gragas. Maybe could take
Gragas. Honestly, all
Gragas
of them are
powerful.
just pick and choose.
Yeah,
Sylas has plenty of options to choose from.
The Curse of the Sad Wave, or like
the Curse of the Sad Wave, yes, could come through.
Yeah, it could come through. Curse of the Sad Shum Wave.
Mom's Final
boy,
Spark.
but this...
I love all the names the combo names that we come up with.
Yeah, the Minty Spark.
This Xerath is going to have a hard time this game though, because Sylas is jumping on him. Fizz jumping on him, Amumu's jumping on him.
That's the risk picking Xerath, blue side first pick, right? But they felt like, obviously, the pressure of this game, and Smolder completely slipping through the entire draft, by the way, eventually banned out in the second phase of bans, but really fallen in prio after 2 straight losses in this series. So, shown how to defeat, and
that's
now
that iteration we're talking about.
They just give up on it as game number 5. They decided to go.
And look at the difference in the predictions. We've seen it be so one-sided either direction this whole time, and now it's dead.
Oh, it's dead even. I love that. Guys, this is game number 5.
Calling out
Get
Sylas,
your freaking points
Shivald.
In the chat, guys. What are you doing? Sitting on the sidelines.
Sylas with Shivald has been fixed, but he still uses it very well. Shout out to Minty Bun for resubscribing a little earlier on in the stream. I think I might have already said that, but I'm losing track.
Double shout out. Love Minty.
I think it's time to throw it back to Silver Scrapes before we get into this game.
I love Silver Scrapes. I love game 5. This is what we do it for.
Don't you Mark Z me.
Don't stop me. Minute left on the timer. Players take the stage. Get your gambles in and let your bee-woo-woos fly. It's time to close out the quarterfinals with a blast. Who will face off against Froyo Frost in the
big spender in.
Big spender in, voting for the progress. Ooh. Maya's in here to support her team. Love to see it. Progress versus the Bucks. It's all down to this.
I can't, dude. I just feel so blessed. I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. Back-to-back game 5s in the quarterfinals. The playoffs are delivering so highly. I love it, man. I love it. It's awesome. I'm so glad that we do this, Jason. It's an awesome time.
It's a blast every single time around, and I do feel so lucky that we managed to open up with 2 best of 5s.
Some of it's exhausting, but some of it just gives you so much energy.
Oh, yeah. I'm letting Kolka
so
come
excited.
away. I'm exhausted because I was telling you between the games, like after game 1, I was
sleep
tired.
so well tonight.
I could use more sleep today. I woke up and
look at that!
Lawn
Holy!
Today.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
whale!
throw your points
The
in there. Get the claws
whales.
up. All right.
Oh my goodness.
There's an oiler.
I'm so happy my
the
first.
last woo-woos come through as we enter the rift.
I'm so happy my first experience casting with you guys
Yeah,
is a
welcome.
full 5 games.
Yeah, you're good luck.
Wouldn't have it
we'll
any
have to
other
bring
way.
you back, get you in for some more. I mean, if you can guarantee more game 5s, gladly. All right, and we are in onto the rift for game number 5. Chestnut on the Amumu. Hope on the Caitlyn. We've got CGYM, our Sexy, and Matt rounding out the rest of the Buckaroos. Meanwhile, on the blue side, Gemsy in the top lane, Aztec in the jungle, Jade, Yerks, and Doll. It's a 5v5, game 5. I can't believe we're here.
God, we don't have the
Who's
cameras on
coming away?
anymore, but Jags is literally hopping in place.
It's gonna be
with
awesome.
excitement.
Let's
He's
go.
so pumped
Okay,
up
both
right now.
turtles starting top side.
Our Sexy doing the raid start again. Looks like he wants to base into another Dark Seal potentially, or
Or look
Amtome.
for a gank up
Right,
into the top
just like
side.
he did in game number 2 on the Diana, right? Where
Dark
he went
Seal
Dark
on the reset
Yes. Also, first strike on the Lucian, so definitely looking for some trades and all-ins down in the bot lane. Gonna be rough into a Caitlyn and Amumu because they have plenty of damage themselves.
Yeah, potent ability to counter engage should the bandage toss come through.
Yeah, that's also an ignite onto the Amumu. Definitely wants the kills generated in this lane.
Yep, they're gonna have to burn through the exhaust and the heal in addition to Nami's Tidecaller. In order to do so, level 2 coming out. Will the action escalate? Nice trading
timing
in
from Jade. Yeah, and the auto. Is that mana back?
Yep,
Love
double
that.
mana onto the hero. Well played. Jade going to be very comfortable on this.
Body
Xerath,
slam.
Finally getting it through the champ select. Mad Apex on the Fizz is a counter pick. But there is a lot of to be said for Xerath's ability to play matchup from distance as long and stay safe. It's going to be up to Matt to try to bait him out and find an opening. Building up an ICS.
There's the
lead
reset,
early on
Dark
with the
Seal.
pressure.
Yep. So the same exact path as we saw in game number 2. But a pretty defensive path. Hard to punish too much. So even if Aztec knew that it was coming and the rest of Bandle City had this, predicted, still hard to adapt to. Also, hard to adapt mid-series like this. It's not like these are big teams with analysts that they're able to, go back in between the games and strategize what went wrong or anything. I doubt they'll know that this was the strategy that he implemented in the series across multiple games until they go back and watch later. But Gemsy is going to look to make the play here. Took teleport, so there's no ignite. CGYM brought low, but will escape because of the summoner spell selection for the Gragas.
Mad Apex also trading until he's quite low. Jade has 2 health potions available for himself, but low on mana. We see our Sexy finishing up his immediately. I like this adjustment as well. Going out to his blue buff and then taking his Gromp or the Scuttler, knowing that he will be late to it otherwise, and then moving over to finish his Gromp later.
Yeah, Silas Clear can be a little bit slow, so unnecessary adjustment if he wants to contest that bot scuttle crap.
Okay, teleport already for Jade, but it's a flash from Matt. I guess I missed that flash. That's a pretty important...
He pushed forward early under the tower, and then trading aggressively will cost him his flash. But he's keeping the pressure onto Jade. We can see 13 CS up, going to find about 10 CS at the end of it.
Oh no, Silas is going to back off. Wise decision. His mid doesn't have prio, and Xerath's full HP. CGYM? Okay, he took minion aggro there for a second. I was worried for his life.
Okay, a couple of very close, low HP flashing health bars, but nobody will actually go down so far.
CGYM under threat of a dive, but he's going to try to hold out for our
sexy here to cover, right? So should survive a bit longer. Matt with a nice playful trickster, but the beautiful stun from Jade does land a little bit of damage there.
Jade playing this mid matchup very well, despite the disadvantages Xerath can have into the Fizz.
I think Matt might be over pushing, but the reality is that Xerath has the ability to push the wave regardless, and so you're just looking to clear it and then free yourself up for a rotation.
Silas could be looking top. Sion TV back in, but he can't help, so it's just Silas.
Nice
Jane's
escape.
Not going to connect.
So they are going to see the jungler topside, and that is the first gank of the game. Evaded, and Dragon is coming up. Pings down here for Shyvana. This is what Shyvana does so well. She still does this even after the rework. The Dragon stacking, very good, but it is spotted out on that early control ward for the Bucks. So that Banana Bush ward will spot out the roam, and they know that that's where the attention is.
Time.
Taking quite a while. 2,000 HP. Chestnut is on the check.
Yeah, pings are there. There's clear intention. All right, we'll bandage toss in. Does land onto 2. 700. It's secured by Chestnut, and the Buckaroos win the fight. Our Sexy now finding the fish over the wall, and the follow through. Can they get more than just the one? Doll brought low. A beautiful built over Peacemaker by Hope, and they find 2 kills and the Dragon. Things go perfectly for the Buckaroos.
They bide their time and they find the engage. Chestnut does not miss, even picks up the Dragon to secure it for his team at the end of the play. Aztec is there as the Dragon spawns, but the nice pink wards into this Banana Bush and the Tribe Rush spot them out on the rotation over from both sides, and it's a great aggressive play from the entirety of BCB to secure the objective.
Yeah, it just feels so bad if you're Piltover, because they were there early, they were there with enough time, but they got rotated on and didn't have the damage to finish it, didn't have the damage to fight.
Yep, CGYM also coming down and burning his ultimate for, to secure the play. So everybody collapsing at the right time. And that's where we see BCB shine, where they're committing into these skirmishes with number advantage and making it look good for themselves. Gemsy's up on this top side, not managing to find nearly as much success as he did in previous games. We've seen him go up 2-0 in these Gragas matchups, I think twice in the regular season, but this is his first time so far in the playoffs.
Yeah, so Progress are on the back foot now. They've got to stabilize.
Hope brought low, his barrier out, but the ultimate stolen away. There's the wave, and it is going to force Yerks to stand to the side of them.
Huge Aqua Prism!
Triple Aqua Prism. Hope brought very low, but they find the bandage toss back onto Yerks. Our Sexy diving under tower. Can he get out? Oh, he will survive. And just too far forward.
And
from
Doll,
Yerks.
a victim of her own success, Aqua Prism's
Baited.
out, finds 3, and Yerks walks forward for the Q onto 3, connects it, but then immediately picked out. Unfortunate. But I love the angle. What an Aqua Prism. Everybody was holding their breath as all 3 members were
All
in the air.
3 caught with a single ability. What a find from Doll. And now Gemsy finding CGYM under tower is going to land it because the passive is there. The Bomby Cinder completed. It means that as soon as CGYM walks under tower, it's going to pick him up. And he finds a solo kill. A little bit too far there.
Aztec stealing away some Krugs.
Sion.
I think he might have found the Raptors as well. Engage mid. Chum the
Jump
Waters,
the waters
down onto Jade.
onto Jade, but it's a nice dodge through and a solo kill mid as Matt finds one of his own. Here's the calling out from Yerks.
Huge damage. Hope forced to flash out. The Tidecaller's Blessing going to bring a lot of buff damage. Trap will connect. Yerks eats 2 tower shots, but a huge pickup on the play.
So that's all 3 lanes. What did we talk about the whole series long? Nothing happens. Patience, patience, patience. Boom. All 3 lanes pop the F off. And it's solo kill top lane, solo kill mid lane, and a kill bot lane. Take your pick. I don't know which one you like most, but yeah, you got action everywhere.
Somebody's got to calm down, Jax, because I cannot keep him still in the studio. This is an incredible Game 5. There is so much energy and so much action happening. 6 kills on the board, 9 minutes in. Gemsy finding a solo kill topside to punish CGYM's pressure onto the tower. Only 1 plate available to be picked up. And now we're heating up even more than before.
There it is, Explosive Cask from Gemsy, but all of his other abilities on cooldown here. CGYM still has the ultimate, should be able to get out if he needs to.
This whole time, there's a standoff happening at the Herald. And in the end, it's picked up by Progress as we watch Gemsy on the top side. CGYM forced to burn his ultimate. Gemsy takes a tower shot, looks for the turnaround, and everything is happening top side as we're watching.
Low.
And then Progress, just by virtue of pressure, able to pick up the Herald without a fight.
Oh, CGYM coming out on top in terms of farm, but yeah, Gemsy already that first kill. Trying to pay attention to where the gold is going. It is about 1,000 gold lead here for the Bucks. And we see, a decent bit mid, 20 CS and a kill up as Chum the Water from Matt looking for that second execution on that second ult. Will just go wide here. Still looking for the play here onto Jade. Does get a nice proc of Executioner. Or,
Electrocute.
Sorry. And at least gets, a good trade there. But, yeah, Jade now low. I mean, this lane has really changed.
Nice
Flash
bandage
out,
toss in on the
has to get away. The ultimate used. Chestnut does not miss. He finds another for the Buckaroos.
Ulting into the mid lane, trying to provide some pressure down onto Matt. Matt, using his Playful Trickster out, will take some of the arcane rights, but does not fall. We have an engage down now.
Finding each other now as the ultimate taken away from him and his own Dragon Breath used against him. Shyvana kills Shyvana as the Bucks find a 6th kill of the match, and they're snowballing this game.
Yeah, it looks... For most of the series, it's been Progress finding these early game leads. And so we're in a different scenario now where the Buckaroos, they've got 2 dragons.
Yep.
And they've got a 6-2 kill lead, a 2,000 gold lead. The only thing that's gone over to Progress are the grubs. So Buckaroos, we haven't seen this yet, but it's looking good.
Yeah, definitely. And Matt... This is the best that Matt has looked in lane, already up a kill, and every time we pan over to the mid lane, he's dominating in terms of pressure, in terms of kill potential, right?
You look for those trades, and Fizz is just going to have such an immense advantage, and every Chum the Waters is a death sentence for Jade if he is caught out away from the tower. A nice barrel will drop CGYM in for a single tower shot.
Though, so a bit of damage comes through, but I think Scion's fine to take that ulti, right? So
yeah, both of them are going to take ages to kill the other, but they like to get it started early. As
Sexy is here though. Gemsy might not know this. The body will have to flash out, but the follow-up is there. What a find for the top side of Bandle City.
And Sexy really finding his stride here in game 5.
Ooh, Chum the Waters from Matt out mid. Jade brought down to half. Will try and escape, but the Ignite will go down. One more tick of damage will be enough. The Ignite burning down. He'll escape with 25 HP. He gets away. Right of the Arcane.
Oh, just needed one more auto.
Yep, and again, Matt...
Silas hunting. Silas hunting. Takes the ultimate. Takes his own ultimate. Kills him with his own ulti.
CGYM getting chased.
Fights happening in every lane.
I'm trying to follow
it's chaos everywhere.
The action is happening everywhere. CGYM trying to push back past the tower. Will be chased down as right now by Aztec. Sexy finding the kill mid with the arcane right.
Sexy
push down, and he will find it. Sexy is bucking up.
He's everywhere.
In game 5. Bat Apex is under pressure by Gemsy.
Huge to save his top laner.
And
5-0 now on the Silas. And all of a sudden, 12.5 minutes in, they're up to 10 kills, and they balloon to a 5k gold lead. What the buck just happened?
I don't know. 10 Tax to Dark Steel tell me that Sexy is looking to carry in game 5. You're right. He's not going to play that Amumu. He says, give the gold to me. Aztec's been getting all the money. I want it.
Oh no. The dynamic duo of Gemsy and Aztec have not found the leads that they've normally generated in previous games, and so Progress
Another
are
fine.
Quite a rut.
There's no Curse to the Sad Mummy available for Chestnut to continue the chase onto Yerks. But they've been finding a lot of picks out. Chestnut.
It looks like lane swap here from Gemsy and Jade. They just can't take the matchup anymore. Chum the Waters out onto Gemsy. Can Gemsy find the trade? But Sexy, his jungler, here to protect. And Gemsy will go down. What beautiful timing as Sexy picks up his 6th of the match. Yerks and Doll still trying to battle this out. But Hope and Chestnut winning these trades in the 2v2 now.
Yeah, continuing to find play after play, Mr. Sexy, rotating through, and as his lanes look for the bait and pressure, he's there to clean up.
Here's our
Aqua person
Sexy
down to
again.
stop him.
Nice disengage there as the wave will come out. Meanwhile, topside, it's an all-in, but our Sexy's not quite done with this fight, trying to turn a big shutdown, but again, as soon the directed camera instantly back to topside as we witness the solo kill topside.
And I just gotta let it run as we switch from top to bot. Our Sexy trying to push forward, burns his flash to look for the kills behind the tower, but it's a nice rotation over from Progress to make sure that our Sexy is unable to continue his reign of terror in the early game.
It is a big shutdown going over to Yerks.
Yeah, onto the Lucian.
But yeah, I mean, 6 kills though. I mean, you're gonna be pretty happy there.
That shutdown catapulting
Dark
Yerks
Shield
600 gold ahead of his counterpart. Mad Apex looking for them, has Chum the Waters on cooldown. No ignite quite yet.
Oh shit! I mean, I think Matt might go down here, flash in from Yerks. Yeah, the shutdown is there, and Matt.
2 shutdowns for him.
I think no Chum the Waters, no ignite. I think it's a no play, no go angle. But I respect going for it. Matt Apex always known to go big or go home. And in Game 5, I definitely don't expect that to change.
Oh my gosh,
Chestnut, don't miss! A bandage toss in the mid lane onto Jade. Hope finding pressure as Jade works to clear out these creep waves and find some stability on the map. Our Sexy's going to be working his best to make sure that nowhere feels safe.
Okay, Dragon in 10 seconds. This will be their third. We're only 15 minutes in. It feels like a very solid win condition here for the Buckaroos. As Chestnut finds another Curse of the Sad Mummy. Jade flashing out. Doll is there, but a follow-up will be found. Chestnut lands everything.
Yerks has a bunch of gold, but he hasn't been able to reset and spend it, so he's not going to be able to contribute as much here.
Cooling down.
Have his first item completed.
Some damage onto our Sexy, but our Sexy able to kind of escape. A dash forward here from Yerks. Yeah, how much is in pocket as Matt
Chum the Waters
onto Yerks. Look at that burst come through. The barriers there will save him a bit of health, but it won't be enough as they find both Aztec and Yerks, and the Buckaroos will turn the attention to the Dragon.
It's a TP into the mid lane from Gemsy, and they are low. He could look for some pickups here. He could go for a one-shot on a Hope if he needs, but he needs more than one rotation. Our Sexy is quite low. 1100 on the Dragon will be secured. If the Aqua Person stole that, I would have lost it. Our Sexy over the wall onto Doll. He will be able to find this kill unless Doll finds a miracle.
No vision, by the way.
Gonna need to flash over, but has done available. Our Sexy chain coming off cooldown. Gemsy is here trying to defend, but she will fall. Gemsy trying to make sure he doesn't get out of this for free, but our Sexy has so much ability.
What a game here in game number 5. He's finding everything. He found that over the wall with no vision onto Doll after the Dragon. Gemsy brought very low. Yerks is here. The culling out onto the enemy team. Actually, it's going to be the stolen culling.
And
Matt shows up.
With the playful trickster over the wall, managing to cancel it onto Yerks. Our Sexy saying, thank you very much for the culling. I will turn that back on you. Gemsy's so low, but Matt Apex could be caught out here. Body slam not going to connect.
Oh,
it's a free double for Matt. Oh no, it's a whoopsie. He walks back into the tower and he almost dies. Goodness gracious, that mid tower's not down quite yet.
Does the fighting ever stop?
No.
It's 18 kills in 17 and a half minutes.
Kalka, welcome to the caster's desk. As Doll looks to finish off Matt Apex, will she manage to find this one?
She does.
Survives just for a moment. It's a flash forward from Hope to finish it out. Does not want to allow that one slip through his fingers.
This game is off the rails. It's a 7K gold lead for the Buckaroos in game number 5. And unless you know what hits the fan, the Buckaroos have played so well here in the early game. You're right, there is still the gold lead here for Yerks. He's got the most gold in the game, but a massive advantage in mid, a massive advantage in the jungle, and a massive team advantage here. They're getting every neutral, every objective, every tower. Everything looks good for Bandle City here in game number 5.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't even stop. Okay, have they stopped fighting? Have they stopped? Okay, people are just back to farming now.
So.
Okay, never mind. Okay. I can't even take stock of the game because stuff keeps happening.
Think quickly. Chum the Waters is on cooldown, but Matt Apex has a long lane to run Jade down in.
I mean,
look at that. A little bit of an overstay, and Jade will fall.
2-level lead. And a full item lead.
Double gold right now on the Fizz. Matt having his best game of the series when it counts.
And this is when Fizz is so strong, right? Level 14, 2 items, the Storm Surge, 7 stacks on the Dark Seal.
Our Sexy and Chestnut.
Xerath can't side lane, it's impossible.
Looking for
Yeah,
it.
no, Xerath has nowhere to go in this game, right?
The Fizz kills him, the Scion kills him, the Silas kills him.
Chestnut throwing out a warning bandage toss before that play opens up. They were standing in darkness, but decide that, okay, we've overstayed our welcome. It's time to look for it and then back off. Matt Apex happily pushing down bot side.
I mean, all of this
here
going
to
down.
Answer, everybody's
Baron
going to
has
collapse.
even spawned.
4 coming down to Matt. Chum the
Chum the
Waters
does
out,
miss.
but he's going to be able to back away safely.
Yeah, it really
Carries are
feels
sticking
like
together just so they can farm.
it really feels like the Progress hit the Nexus in game number 4, and then everything has gone the way of Bandle City since that moment. And the Buckaroos united and reforged through the flames.
They were
of
pinned
game
at
4.
9, and they bucked it off, and they brought it here, and now they are at Soul Point, 8,000 gold up, and our Sexy is determined to drag his team to the semifinals.
He's bought a Bejais.
We saw the call out from Hope in the chat. He's going to drag his team kicking and screaming to the next round. So I think every eye in the LCC should be on this series right now. This is spectacular to watch.
Yeah, it's going to have to be...
Matt Apex pulling 3 to the bot
Straight
side
in on a
as
Baron.
the Baron is up. It's already a quarter
there's-
down, and they're going to be giving it over. Progress not confident. Let's try to take this fight.
Can they get a steal? I mean, Aztec isn't here. There's no smite.
Chemsy and Yerkes got to 2v4 into a team with a 8k gold lead. No, can't do it.
They commit the ultimate down onto Gemsy. Gemsy, not long for this world. Yerkes now left alone in the 1v1 as CGYM will get back up. Yerkes flashing over the wall to escape. And they're happy with that win. Look at that shield.
Dirks might have overextended after burning his flash.
Yeah,
and
he
his
dashed
dash.
forward to try and get a little bit of trade, and they will punish so much damage coming out
Not
so
going for the
quickly.
kill here. One more auto will do it. Burns Zonius to drop the tower aggro. I like the angle. One more Q on Jade. It's a standoff. Bandage toss connects down onto Aztec. Will be able to...
Oh,
right in the
finds it
arcade.
back.
Finds it for Jade.
No. Oh, wait. Xerath killed the Fizz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jade
Positives.
with it. What a play from Jade.
Aztec falling in the top side. Doll being caught out by our Sexy, but flashing over our Sexy into her own tower, able to escape. And BCB are pushed back for the moment.
Yeah, pings down onto their soul.
Dragon Soul. Yeah.
Rift Herald down in the mid lane. This tower will fall regardless.
Well, they might. I mean, the small silver lining here is that Herald is going to not get a charge. That's about the only good thing that's happened in the last 22 minutes for the Piltover Progress. Their base still not cracked open here. Baron
It's not
on
like-
the side of Bandle City.
I don't feel like they've misplayed all of these fights, but they've just behind at this point to the point where it's very difficult for them to find any sort of opening. It's kind of predicated by a large misplay on the side of BCB.
Yes, because they have no guaranteed lockdown, so they've got a Xerath stun and a Gragas ult as like, and I guess Shyvana also going in, but Shyvana's got Trinity Force, she's going to get evaporated. So
here
it
for
really
both
has to be
teams.
like a 4v1 pickoff if they want to get any sort of kills. But with Baron almost expired, they'll have a bit of a reprieve. Yeah, it's got about a quarter of the duration left. So BCB will probably just crack an inhibitor turret and the last of these inners.
And here's a nice find here from Genzi. A little bit of an overstay, but on the other side, Doll will go down as well. So it's a 1-for-1. Again, anytime you're behind and the enemy team has Baron, you're happy with a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, trading out
But,
your support for the pushing side lane mid. Definitely going to be happy with that one, and BCB have to reallocate their resources to try to reset up for the push. But the Baron is timing out. Nicely done.
Okay, they buy a little bit more time, but it's a 12k gold lead for the Buckaroos.
Yeah, Baron timing out now, and all eyes are on the 4.5 minutes towards this Elder Dragon, the 3-minute spawn time for Baron. Other than that, it's just clear waves and get whatever vision line that you can set.
What's the biggest comeback we've ever seen in the LCC, Jason?
I don't know, ask the stats guy.
Well, You're
Do we
mine.
have a stats guy?
Yeah, that's Bassoon. Plus Ian. I don't want to do it.
Oh. Cool.
I don't know. I don't know what our biggest comeback is.
I got it. I don't know. It's
It's
probably
11K
BCB
right now.
stealing the Barons
Yeah.
and then having the immediate thing flip over on its head. But if there's ever a time to
Might have
dig
been
your
last
heels
game.
in and find it, this is the one.
I don't know how big
Best
it was
of
last
5
game,
at.
Yeah, they need to dig deep here, and they need
Progress
to
would
pull
have to
something magical.
egregiously overstep.
Yeah, but we've seen it before, haven't we?
True.
It happens.
Okay,
Can't
big
count it out.
shutdowns.
Sometimes you just have to have your mid open to catch when the other team throws.
There's 600 gold on Hope and 400 gold on CGY. There'd be 1,000 gold, but here's Matt Apex, and that's fish-on-fish combat. That's pescatarian warfare, and Matt is going to pick up the solo kill bot lane.
Yep, Dahl trying to defend this tower alone, bot side, not going to be able to keep herself safe. And unfortunately will fall. Matt still here with Chestnut shadowing him. They will be spotted out. And I think that's just going to be a reset on the play for everybody. Matt Apex picking up a tower and a kill.
Yeah, Baron's not up for a minute 45. Elder isn't up for 3 minutes. And Progress have enough wave clear to keep their base safe in that downtime. So it'll just be around the next Baron where Progress will have to find a miracle team fight and a miracle steal to get back into this game.
Yep, and really they need to. I want to see some another blue trinket for themselves, and I want to see helping Dahl be able to move out and pick up some vision. Otherwise, they're just going to find themselves caught out by our sexy again.
Hope
But they have
potentially
no
too
front
far
line.
forward here. Nice cooling here. Will at least land some damage, and they're going to ready the arcane, and that is barrier out from Hope. So greedy pathing, but they're so far ahead. Even with that greedy pathing, he's completely fine. and
But
not
it's
gonna be
buying
killed.
time, forcing him to reset, and it gives them a couple more waves to bring these things closer. Progress is the name of the game is time. They're trying to buy as much space as possible for their team to bring this thing closer together. Chamba Waters connects, forces out the Shyvana ultimate. Look at that damage down onto the jungler.
Stealing
And
away
Yurks is here
the
trying to
wave.
bring down CGYM.
I'm not even
Pull
sure
out
they
the
win
Zama.
this, but he's going to ult out anyways. Yeah,
So tanky.
I feel like CGYM maybe just wins that 1v2 if he decides to take it, but will respect.
Lucian is not known.
It's
Lucian
full
is
match
not known for
resist.
killing tanks.
It's practically
Right,
full
the
match
shred, yeah.
resist out of CGYM compared to a
You're
regular
right, the
normal male
atomization,
build.
yeah.
So he would go down, but it'll take a while. And I think BCB are just trying to cross their T's and dot their I's. They don't want to give this one up. 140 to the Elder.
All right.
And
Slowly
Baron about to spawn as
farming,
well.
slowly scaling. Yeah, Baron in 2 seconds here, and Bandle City already primed, already in position. They turn the attention, turn the damage down. They've got the vision if it's a direct shot from mid.
Looking for a pick on the Fizz while they do Baron, maybe?
Yeah, it looks like they don't even want to contest this Baron. They're just going to give it. Aztec walking in, and Chestnut sees this. Bandage toss in onto Aztec. Curse the Sad Mummy. Aztec at least gets his smite, but look at that
he don't
follow-up
miss.
bandage toss. He can't miss. Ooh, a
Stun
flash
gonna
forward
miss for Matt
from
at the
Gemsy.
1v2 bot side. Gemsy is going to try to escape, but find himself run down by the Playful Trickster. Matt Apex picking up the 8 kill of the match. He's got his zones available as well in the 1v2, so not even stressed. We're going to see an Arcane right out if this wave connects, but unfortunately...
Long death timers for Progress. Let's see how much damage BCB can do with this Baron buff.
Yeah, not a lot of
The
wave clear
5v3.
available. Yerk's Culling already burned, wave burned, and they're going to need to back away from BCB as they
16K
bear
damage,
down on this
16k
inhib.
gold. Yeah, it's this one. Game 5. What a way to stand and deliver for Bandle City. Again, backs against the wall
Jade,
down.
no, that can't go that way!
2-1 in the series, and they really delivered an incredible performance in game number 4 to come from behind. It wasn't a small come from behind in game 4. We have to say that. It was a big, cards against, backs against the wall, cards on the table performance for the Buckaroos.
Somebody brought in a ringer. I don't know what happened. It really has been like BCB just turned it on ever since. Progress have struggled to find a single victory.
Sieging
The
now,
mental durability.
looking
Pass
for the
stolen by our
finish.
sexy.
Bandle City, the progress this season is circling the drain. Aztec is going to give a last-ditch effort, but it will not be enough. And the Bandle City Buckaroos will advance to the semifinals. What a series. Game number 5, pretty decisive early on in that one, but what an incredible delivery to get there. All 5 games, it went the distance tonight.
It went the distance,
true.
absolutely. We're at the same time, it's almost minute for minute when we ended last night. So I don't know how we managed to luck out with 2 series of this quality. Nobody knew where it was going to go from start to finish. The predictions were all over the place. Minty lost everything. I don't know if he won at least a little bit of it back. Thank you for joining us, Kalka. That was an insane best of 5. And I think with that, we're pulling interviews.
Yeah, pull in some interviews and chat with some people. While we do that, Kalka, what'd you think? You enjoy coming on board?
I had a great time. I haven't been able to do this in quite a while, and so it was really fun getting back in the
Yeah,
scene.
we put you through the ringer. We didn't just do one game. We brought you in for a full best of 5 that went the distance. So thanks for sticking through, and we knocked some of the rust off the boots for you. And we're glad to have you come along. So looks like we're gonna
pull in Hope for an interview. I'll be quiet for a moment. I'll let you and Ian mostly run through these interview questions.
Sure.
Welcome to the stage, Hope.
Oh, thank you. How are y'all doing?
Doing
yeah,
well.
man. Congrats on a big Game 5 victory. Went the distance against Piltover. You had moments of greatness, moments of not so greatness. So talk us through the series, the emotions going all the way to Game 5 here in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, great games to Progress. They really made us work for that victory there. But game 1, it was just, they left Caitlyn up. Let's take Caitlyn. I think we all know by now if Caitlyn's up, I'm going to take it. That's kind of a safe thing. Yeah, kind of a guarantee. But, yeah, and then, so we just kind of rolled through game 1. Not really a roll, but, just a solid, straightforward game. Macro was on point that game, it seemed. And then we went into game 2 pretty ready. I'm going to have to remind myself what happens in game 2. I know I played Zaya. But yeah, some unfortunate fights there. Yerkes on the Vayne with 2 tanks was very hard to get through. So that was, just a rough one. Still a really close game. Game 3, we were all a little off. So we tried some things. We thought the Smolder would do well. I was incorrect. I was just way too far behind into a pretty rough Smolder matchup in Caitlyn. Yeah. And then we got to the Twitch nightmare, where I basically said to myself, all right, I'm going to do everything in my power to drag everyone across this finish line kicking and screaming, or I'm going to die trying. And, well, it happened.
You succeeded.
Magically. But yeah, no, really crazy good set of 5 games, I think, and we went to 11:30 again.
Yeah,
so great night, long night,
it was
but
awesome.
Fun.
Obviously, bringing in Matt onto the roster, how did that change communication for the Buckaroos throughout the series?
A lot of it was we had Trish, our mid laner, shot calling beforehand, so a lot of it defaulted back onto Josh and myself, for macro calls and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I've played with Matt before. It's Matt. We all know what we expect with Matt, right?
It's a
he's gonna exactly. He's gonna show up and he's gonna do his best. Exactly. Yeah. No. He slotted in really well. We only had one set of practice with him, and he was on a hotspot, so it wasn't the best practice. But when the cards were all down, he definitely showed up, and I was very happy to have him here.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think the moment of the series for me, I don't know what it was for you, but it really felt like in game number 4, you were down a couple thousand gold, and Gemsy was in your base hitting your Nexus. You had 3 of your teammates backed, and you killed the Trundle. Your Nexus had about half of its HP, and from that moment, it really felt like there was a resolve, a hardening within the hearts of Bandle City itself. So talk us through that game number 4, the back and forth of that moment of that game, and how you guys came out to the victory, because I think that was the key to the series, game number 4.
I thought we lost that second. Not gonna lie. I wasn't looking, I realized he was on Nexus, and I thought, oh, okay, it's kind of doomed at this point. And then we didn't lose. After that, it was insane. I'm very happy that we stopped that, and then for some reason they just never were able to rally again. I mean, really, after we stopped them on the Nexus dropping to half HP, we never let them get back on our side of the map once the inhibs and towers respawned. So it was a massive turning point for us, which was where we all just dug our heels in and said, you know, I think this is where we're going to have to make our stand, and well, we made our stand for sure.
Yeah, man, congrats. Kalka, throw him a question or two.
Oh, geez. I mean, you kind of asked the important ones already, but I guess did you give your team a speech, you know, at any point during this game, like from that when your Nexus was at like half HP onward? Did you or our Sexy or anyone on the team give a speech just to kind of rally the troops? I need to know what kind of communication was going on at that point.
I just said, I'm really strong, I have 5 items, let's do this.
That, you know,
that
I'm
was,
hyped.
That was it.
I'm hyped. Just from that.
All that was needed. Yeah,
right,
yeah, no,
awesome.
nothing too crazy. It was just, fight on me, I'm strong, let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Excellent.
from an analytical point of view, we got to see like the draft change throughout the series. The Smolder banned out in the first couple of games, then picked in 3 and 4. It went 0 and 2 in the series, and then completely left through draft in game number 5, right? So there were a handful of decisions like that. The Renekton, we saw 3 games in a row, then banned out in game 4 or 5, for example. So the iterations that came through, was there anything like behind the scenes that you guys had practiced that you didn't get to pull out in this series that you won't be playing for it? I don't want you to give too much away going into your next matchup in the Frost, but it felt like we saw you guys push to your limit here. Is that about right?
I think for a chunk of us, we were definitely pushed. I know I was pushed after the game 4. My hands were numb, cold, and shaking a bit, so I had to take a minute. You know, yeah, it was one of those ones. But I think I still got a few picks left. I got a few left in reserve in case we need to bust out anything crazy in next week or finals.
Well, speaking about next week, let's go ahead and take a look. Just really briefly, one question about your future. You play the Freljord Frost next week. That's your old organization, Hope. You were just on that roster last year. So what are you looking at going into next week, or were you just so fully single-minded on this week's games? Where's your headspace going forward into the semis?
I'm looking forward to being able to play against someone as good as Carly in a best of 5 series. I mean, he has pushed me to my limits every game we've played, and I hope I've done somewhat similar to him. But at the end, it comes down to one team fight as far as I remember in both games we've played against them. But I'm also looking forward to playing against Bassoon again. Always a fun time to play against the guy you've been with for the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Well, look, we won't keep you any longer. It is getting late. Thank you so much for delivering an incredible victory here tonight in Game 5. I can't believe that we win all 5 again. Congratulations on your well-earned and well-deserved victory, Hope, as Bandle City will move on to the semifinals.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, and with that, I think we